everyone. How are you all doing? It is a Sunday and we are live. Today we're going to be talking about satisfying remedies, ingredients, satisfying facial, that can actually have your skin looking great. How are you all doing? I am not doing that well. It was a rough week for me this week, guys. Wasn't feeling well at all. But when it comes around to Sunday, and I know I have to have this show, I normally feel much better, to be honest. It's like, I love this show. I like talking to you guys. I like just interacting. I like to share things with you guys. So this is what is going to be my pick me up to get the week started. So we are going to be talking about skincare on a whole, and I'm going to share some recipes with you today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually share 7 recipes with you. Just going to change it up a bit. However, for each recipes, we are going to elaborate on it a little bit, so we're going to address sagging skin. We're going to address wrinkles and fine lines. We're going to address dark under eye circles, puffy eyes. We are also going to address oily skin. We're going to address dry skin. We're also going to boost collagen, restore collagen in the skin. So all the recipes that I'm going to be sharing are going to gear towards one of what I just mentioned. So don't go away, guys. If you have a pen and a paper, you can go ahead and take the recipe as we share them, or you can email me for the recipe at chichibeauty@gmail.com. Welcome. Let's welcome our moderator, Lucy. And her title is always in blue with a little spanner. Beside what Lucy do on the channel is to, basically summarize some of what I am saying and share some of the tips and find videos. And I just want you guys all to wish Lucy a very happy day, because she is doing an amazing job. And Lucy, I know that sometimes I don't take the time to communicate, but there's so many people who normally write in or just be like, oh, Lucy do a really, really great job on the channel live view. So definitely, Lucy, thank you so much for being here, and I know it's something that you are willingly doing. We also have some members on the channel who I have been neglecting, like really neglecting. What is going on is that I can't find time to interact with my my members together. So it's kind of a rough setting since everyone is living all over, guys. But this week I am going to try to reach out to each and every one of you. So wait for that coming up this week. If you want to be a member of the channel, you can actually look below. You're going to see the I think I'm not sure if it said membership but there's something down below that would indicate join. You're going to see a join button. If you click on that join button, it will take you through different steps and how you can become a member. A member is a tier above being a subscriber. So welcome to all my members. We have Jill, we have Igiama, we have Madeline, and I thought I saw Jason somewhere earlier. We have Karen, we have Jason. Welcome to you all. And we also, who else is here? And that's about it. And then we all have our amazing subscribers. Like, you guys are just amazing. So I actually have notes today, guys, because I don't want to miss anything. I really want to share these recipes with you. Now, can you find these recipes on the channel? Absolutely not. You might find similar recipes, but these are exclusive recipes for you guys. However, if you want me to make some of these videos probably in the coming week, then I will definitely make it. But send for the recipe at chichibeauty@gmail.com. And before we start the show, guys, we also have a workshop, and the workshop is basically teaching you all how to become a YouTuber, how to make money on YouTube, and all of that good stuff. If you want to be a part of the workshop, the link is below. We also have a meet and greet, a virtual meet and greet. The link for the virtual meet and greet is also listed below. On the meet and greet, you can also get a chance to take a picture with me in a frame and, you know, basically ask a little bit more of a personal questions, mostly getting to know me a little better, and I'm getting to know you guys a little better. Very excited for the meet and greet, since some of you, you know, I really want to get to know you. So if you want to register for the meet and greet, the link is also below in the video, below this video. All right, guys, so let's talk about face. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is a facelift. One of the most requested videos when it comes on to anti-aging is a facial lift. How can I get my face to be more plumper, to be more fuller? How can I get rid of the wrinkles and fine lines on my face? My face is looking a little haggard. I want my face to look fresher. I want my face to have that radiant glow. Well, guys, we are going to talk about facelift. Can you really do a natural facelift at home? I am living proof of that, and I solely believe that you can get amazing results using natural remedies at home. I do a lot of homemade facelift and it works for me. Now, when you're going to do a facial lift at home, you have several steps that you're going to take. And a facial lift at home is something that you will have to do on a regular to have amazing looking skin. This recipe that I'm going to give you today, guys, is tested, proven. It is really, really good. We are going to be using some rice in this recipe. And if you know anything about rice on the skin topically, you know that rice has been used for centuries. Like for years and years and years, people have been using rice on the skin. And that is for a reason. That is because rice really works. It can tighten the skin, firm the skin, it can hydrate the skin. It can also help to get rid of spots and blemishes on the skin. Before when I used to be a skincare junkie, I used to gravitate towards products that contain rice enzyme. Black rice is one of the more sought after products that was out there. Now we're having like more purple rice. So you have purple rice, you have black rice, and you also have white rice, of course. But the purple rice and the black rice are mostly used in cosmetics for anti-aging purposes. And now, guys, I make my own black rice. If you try to go out there and find a black rice facial serum or a black rice face cream, guys, it's going to cost you a bit of a penny. And why is that so? It works on the skin. What I'm going to share with you today is rice on a whole. You can choose to use black rice, purple rice, or you can choose to use white rice for this recipe. If you are a regular watcher of my channel, you would already know how I go about blending my rice. We're going to be using a 1/4 cup of rice, whichever rice you're using. And what you're going to do, you're going to blend this rice to a powder. Now, do not add any liquid. Just put that dry rice in the blender and blend. Now, if you do not have a blender, and I know I get this a lot, some people are like, oh, you don't. No. If you do not have a blender and you have, you know, that thing, what they call it, I call it a mortar. I might be wrong, but it's a little bowl, like a wooden bowl with a stick that you can actually break things in and squish it around. You can do that to, you know, turn your rice into a powder. That's actually the old time way of doing it before, you know, the good and mighty blender come along. And yes, guys, there's some people who don't have, because sometimes you have like this big blender, and if you put a 1/4 cup of rice in there, it's like it gets really, really lost. For those of you with a big blender, do a cup of rice, because you can always store the rice in your refrigerator for at least 6 months or more in an airtight container. So definitely blend that rice to a powder. Now, what I like to do, I like to use that rice powder to make a rice cream. Now, how do we make this rice cream? We are gonna add hot liquid in the blender after we blend, guys. If you put the rice in the blender and you pour hot liquid and blend, it's gonna be lumpy. It's just not gonna work. So don't even bother to try that. Blend the rice to a powder first, and then you're going to add liquid to it. What liquid are we going to add? You have a choice, guys. You can choose to add green tea, matcha powder, you know, brew the matcha powder that is, or you can choose to add milk, or you can choose to add soy milk. Now, if you are looking to remove wrinkles and fine lines, definitely green tea or matcha powder. If you're looking to shrink pores, use some milk. If you are looking for, if you're vegan, that is, use some soy milk, which is rich in vitamin A. However, whatever liquid that you're going to add to this rice, make sure that it is very warm. So we need a 1/4 cup of rice, we need 1 tea bag, and we need 2 tablespoons of liquid, whether it is milk, green tea, or soy milk. Brew the green tea if you're going to use the green tea. The trick with brewing the green tea, guys, is not to brew a full cup. All you need is about 2 tablespoons. So you're going to put 2 tablespoons of hot water on that green tea bag, or if you're using loose leaf, you're making it really, really, really strong. So once that is done, you're not going to let it cool. Only brew, and then you're going to pour 2 tablespoons of whatever liquid in the blender with the rice, and you're going to blend. When you blend that, it's going to come out really, really creamy. That is your base for your facelift. Now, you can choose to add other things to this. You can choose to add a little banana, ripe banana if you want to. You can choose to add a little bit of a papaya to it, or you can choose to use it just like that. You can even choose to add a little avocado to it. However, the base is the rice and whatever liquid you use. Now, you're going to apply that once it's cooled on your skin, and you're going to leave face, neck, and décolleté, guys, and you're going to leave that on your skin for at least 30 minutes. Guys, this is going to tighten on your skin. Give your skin that real tightness, okay? Because the starch from the rice is what is going to give you that little mini of facelift. After 30 minutes, you're going to rinse this off, pat dry the skin, apply your favorite facial oil. Now, what you're going to do with this facial oil or your moisturizer or even your serum, you are going to massage your skin, okay? So you're going to do your facial massage, and I show this on this channel almost every week. You're just going to lift, and if you want a full facial massage video, we have a few on the channel. But if you want that mini facial lift at home, definitely use that skin tightening mask and do a full 10 minutes facial massages geared towards lifting and firming the skin. Works like a charm. Sound far-fetched, not really ABC, go in the kitchen, get it done fast. It's going to take you about 15 minutes to make, but it is really, really good. It can get a little messy, but it's really, really, really good for your skin. And I use that on a regular, and I love it. So let's move on to some shout out. And if you have any question, guys, about this rice natural facial lift, go ahead and make your comment. Oh, it's called mortar or pestle. In Spanish, it's called marcoeata. All right, thank you for that, Lucy. Made of stone or clay. Definitely, that's what I am referring to. Magdalene, Chichi will probably be sending you an email for the recipe. I'm on duty right now. Definitely send for the recipe. And this week is not like the last set. We actually have them all written down already, so it's much easier to send this week. Annabelle, hello madam, I just finished doing my rice and coffee mask, and that is amazing. Now we also have, hello Haminia, how are you? I'm still in love with your coffee and rice recipe. A lot of people love the coffee and rice recipe. Really, really good. And we have Renee Duncan. Hi Chichi, I'm wearing the, oh my good, the coffee and rice mask on right now. Wow. And the funny thing about it, I was going to come on with the coffee, and I was like, the recipe is already there. Let me put another twist. But you can also choose to substitute the milk for coffee, guys. And these subscribers that are talking about the coffee mask are my really true subscribers. So if you want to see that recipe, you will have to search for it on the channel page, okay? But it's pretty similar to this one. We just change up some of the ingredients. But you can use the coffee, you can use the milk, you can use the green tea. Really, really good. Like, really, really good. All right, Cynthia Wallace, I beauties, happy Sunday. Owen Sammy, I'm Owen here in Uganda. Welcome, Owen. We only have, our guys actually commenting, so welcome to the chat. Matilda Samuel, greeting from St. Lucian. How are you all doing out there in St. Lucia? We also have Auntie H. Hello, Auntie H. How are you doing? Regular watcher on the channel. That's another male on the channel. Shirley Blocker. Hello, everyone. Inga K. How are you? Susie Kiwi. How are you? We also have let's see what's Chichi. Hope your Sunday has been good to you. Thank you so much for that. Hello, Jill. Wendy Maxine. How are you? Hello, Jackie Mom. How are you? We have Loretta. Loretta, I haven't seen you since last week, I think. And we have Jason, and I already shout out Karen. We have Tigazib. I think I get that right. Welcome. Now, Jason, the texture of this mixture has to be creamy or liquid, Chichi. It's going to be very, very creamy. Very, very creamy. Almost like, almost translucent. Almost when you mix cornstarch. It's going to have that real creamy texture. Really, really good. Very refined, and that is why we're blending the rice first. Once the rice is blended and you add the hot liquid to it, it's going to come out really creamy and nice. So you can actually check out the video that they are referring to using the rice cream on the coffee. And I have several other videos using the rice cream. Really good, really easy to make, and very effective on the skin. Michelle Carrington, how are you doing? Faraxi, I think. I messed that up. That is for Ixia. Omar, are you going to put your live in YouTube? This is actually on YouTube right now. So maybe you're watching from a link from Facebook or something, but this is the YouTube live. All right, so with Grace, how are you doing? From Ireland, welcome, 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 Michelle Graham. Good evening, Chichi. Michelle here from Jamaica. How are you? And hello to all my Jamaican people watching right now. All right, guys. So if you're just joining, you actually missed our first recipe, which is on a facial lift. Another facial lift recipe that actually works, guys, is one that we already have a couple on the channel, and this is using egg white. That also works like a charm. You can also use oatmeal to make a oatmeal powder paste, and you can also use what is that again? I just have a brain freeze, guys. Just clay mask. All of those help to tighten and firm the skin. These that I'm sharing with you are some of the ones that I personally like really, really like, and tend to use a lot and see amazing results. If you have a question, guys, go ahead and ask it right now before we move on to our second recipe. And if you want the recipe for this show, guys, you can actually write to chichibeauty@gmail.com and you'll get all the 7 recipe. Sholapi, how are you doing? I hope you are having a great day. Now we're moving on, and we're going to talk about wrinkles and fine lines. So the second recipe that I'm going to share with you guys is actually a facial oil. And someone is asking earlier this week if I have the facial oil for sale. Coming up soon, guys. My facial oil is, in the making, so it's going to come up. So I'm going to give you a version of facial oil that I like to use, and this one is not on the channel either. Very similar to those that I post on the channel. Now, this facial oil you can use to massage your skin. You can use it on your neck, your décolleté. You can use it on your hands. It's really good. It's an anti-aging facial oil, and the main ingredient that we're going to use is an oil that contains a high amount of vitamin A. And if you know anything about vitamin A, guys, you will know that vitamin A is the one sought after vitamins that have to smooth wrinkles and fine lines, help to boost the collagen production in the skin, and the vitamin A also, guys, will help you to look fresher and brighter. Now, let's see who is on before I start the recipe. Antoinette Campbell, LR Beans Saving, Organic Orange Grapeseed Grapefruit Peel. Can I use it in the cream? Oh, sure, sure, you can. All right, so we are moving on to the next recipe, which is the oil. The oil of choice, guys, is going to be rosehip oil. And the reason why we're using rosehip oil is because it's a more common oil. However, if you have any other oil that is high in vitamin A, you can go ahead and use that. One of my favorite to use is the Bachi oil. The Bachi oil is the now sought after oil that they are now calling retinol alternative. And I think I have a link below for the Bachi oil. If not, guys, I'll put a link when I'm done. Sorry, guys, I came in here and now I want water. I normally bring water here, but for some reason I have no water here today. Anyway, a little bit will help. All right, guys, so the Bachi oil. Now, if you have the Bachi oil, use it for this recipe. If you do not have the Bachi oil, use the rosehip oil. Another oil that is very rich in vitamin A is the cacao oil. However, the Bachi oil do have more retinol properties than the cacao oil, but the cacao oil is high up there. A rosehip oil, most people have access to, and that's why we use it. It do contains vitamin A. The other two oils I mentioned, like the cacao oil and the Bachi oil, do contain a little bit more vitamin A. But whatever oil that you have access to, the papaya seed oil also contains vitamin A. Carrot seed oil also contains vitamin A. So you can choose any of these oil to use in this recipe. So you're going to need at least 2 tablespoons of a carrier oil, and this carrier oil is going to be sweet almond oil. However, you can substitute the sweet almond oil with some grapeseed oil, and if you have dry skin, you can even go ahead and use some olive oil or some coconut oil. And you're going to need a little bit of aloe vera gel. So what you're going to do, 2 tablespoons of sweet almond oil, and then you're going to add about a half a teaspoon of the rosehip oil, whatever oil you're using. You're going to mix the two together. And then what you're going to use next, you are going to use some aloe vera gel. Now for this recipe, I prefer the store-bought aloe vera gel. Don't use the fresh. If you use the fresh aloe vera gel, it's going to have a very short shelf life, so it's going to be, you know, up in 7 days. If you use the store-bought, you can have it for a couple of weeks well to use on your skin. So you can make sure when you're getting your aloe vera gel, it said 100% pure aloe vera gel, or even aloe vera gel that is enriched with vitamin C is good for this recipe. So you're going to add another tablespoon of aloe vera gel, and you're going to mix this in. What is going to happen is that everything, the oil and the aloe vera gel, is going to start to look really, really jelly. Like the aloe vera gel is going to take over, and once you blend it in, you're not even going to see the oil. It's just going to look like almost like a jelly, and that is what you're going to use as your facial oil for your skin, to massage the skin, to hydrate the skin, to clear the skin of hyperpigmentation, and give your skin a beautiful glow once used on a regular. I love this recipe, guys, and that's why I go through the different oils that you can use in this recipe, because you can actually make it your own. Use the oil you have, a little aloe vera gel, and another oil that you can add to this is a little drop, probably 2 to 3 drops of vitamin E oil. Really a basic, depending on the oil, because if you use, you know, a more expensive oil, then you know that you might have to spend more for that oil, and it, you know, make the product the oil a little bit more expensive. But use what you have, but make sure you use the vitamin A rich, a little aloe vera gel, a carrier oil, which is of your choice, and a little vitamin E. Amazing, guys, amazing. you can actually make this oil and you can add it to your favorite moisturizer. A little bit of your favorite moisturizer, a little bit of this oil, and use it on your skin. Amazing. Or you can use it as a standalone. If you have any question about this facial oil, go ahead and leave your comment. We're taking comment, and that's our second recipe, guys. If you're just joining, we're just sharing 7 recipes that will have your skin looking great in no time. 7 recipes that you will have to make at home, but they actually works on the skin to give your skin an amazing appearance. So stay tuned for the other recipe. We probably are moving a little slow, but I just want to make sure that everybody get it and understand how they could make it at home. Just focus on the vitamins that I'm using in these recipes, and then you're good to go. All right, any question? Other than that, we are moving on. Let's see, we have Michelle, you're welcome. All your face masks and scrub are all good. I've been using them over the past year. Thumbs up. Bless you always. Thank you so much for that. And let's move on. Since on my hand, guys, I see no more question. If you're watching, if you're just joining, welcome to the chat. We're sharing recipe, we're sharing ideas, we're just basically telling you things that you can use and find in your kitchen, whip it up and have your skin looking amazing, like just satisfying when you're finished using it. Within a week or 2, you could see amazing results. These are tested and proven recipes that you're going to get results really, really fast. And if you want the full recipe that we're listing, just send an email to chichibeauty@gmail.com. Please put in the subject recipe so we can know, since we have so many emails coming in, and we really want to weed out what it is that you're asking for. So someone, no grapeseed oil, rosehip oil here. Okay, so if you don't have rosehip or grapeseed, as I said, you can try to find an oil with vitamin A, and there's a lot of oil out there now on the market that you probably will find at least one carrot seed oil or even papaya seed oil or something that have vitamin A. So now we're going to move on to our next recipe, and this one is a skin brightening recipe. When we talk about skin brightening, guys, we are going to exfoliate the skin. We're going to get rid of dull, rough looking skin to reveal bright, radiant skin. Now this facial recipe, guys, is one that you should try to use at least 2 to 3 times a week. Whatever you're going to do to your skin, you need a base recipe which is going to clear your skin from grease and dirt, and that is in the form of a facial scrub. Now, facial scrub is very, very important because it allows whatever other product that you're using on your skin to work on your skin. It cleans the pores out so that your products could penetrate deep into the skin. The facial scrub that I'm going to share with you today is a facial scrub that is good to use across the board, whether you have dry skin, whether you have oily skin, sensitive skin, or whether you have a normal skin. We're going to be using oatmeal in this recipe. Therefore, this is great for oily skin, but it's good with the other ingredients for all the skin type that I just mentioned. We're also going to be using some sugar in this recipe. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar, use whatever sugar you have. Sugar do contain glycolic acid, which is great for the skin. However, we are also using it for its granule properties mixed with the oatmeal. And we're going to use a skin brightener in it also in the form of a orange peel, dried orange peel powder, or you can use some fresh lemon zest. And then next, we're going to mix this up. So you need 3 tablespoons of oatmeal, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we also have 1 teaspoon of dried orange peel powder, or a half a teaspoon of lemon zest, either. Now, when it comes on to the liquid for this recipe, this is where it gets really, really nice, guys, because you're going to make it your own. You can use coffee, which is coffee liquid after your leftover brewed coffee. You can use green tea. You can actually use a soy milk. You can use milk. You can even use water, okay? So you're going to make the liquid your own. All you need as water is 3 tablespoons. And the reason for 3 tablespoons, because the oatmeal is very absorbent. Now, you do not want this to be really dry, nor do you want it to be too liquid. So if you need a little more liquid, add a little bit more liquid to it. So this is what you're going to use to exfoliate your face, your neck, and your décolleté. 3 tablespoons of blended oatmeal. I totally forget that. You got to blend the oatmeal to a powder just the way you blend the rice. And that's why we're adding the sugar to it to enhance the granule of the oatmeal. So 3 tablespoons oatmeal, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, 1 teaspoon dried orange peel, or a half a teaspoon of lemon zest, and 3 tablespoons of liquid of your choice. Amazing facial scrub, guys. If you don't believe me, try it this week. Most of this ingredient is ingredient that you probably already have in your kitchen. For oily skin people, this is yours. This is yours. This is yours. I'm telling you, oily skin people, give this a go. Just a week. It are amazing. If you have dry skin, when you're done, depending on the liquid that you use, your skin might feel a little dry. Not to worry. You can keep this recipe up a notch by adding a little bit of a coconut oil, like a half a teaspoon of coconut oil, or a half a teaspoon of any of your favorite carrier oil to it. You really do not need to add any oil if you're using like a little bit of a milk in it instead of water or coffee, but make it your own. Everyone is going to reap benefit from this facial mask. I love this, like real facial scrub. I really and truly love this one. I use it. I swear by it. It's gonna get the job done. All the recipes that we're sharing today are the ones that really and truly get the job done really, really fast, guys. The ones that I test, I use over and over and over because they do work. If you have any question, go ahead. And if you're just joining, you're liking the show so far, we kind of changed it up a little bit today, but give the video a thumbs up to show your support, and also comment. Put your little 2 cents in so that we can see you here with us, and we could actually give you a shout out and also answer your questions. So that completes our facial scrub. However, guys, if you do not have oatmeal and you want to make a basic scrub, which I preach on this channel every day, you can just use the 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil or coconut oil. You can add a little bit of rosehip oil or any of the special oil that you have. Mix that up and use that on your face as a facial scrub. Very easy and very quick to use. All right, so we are moving on, and we're going to be getting rid of spots and blemishes on the skin. Guys, if you're following by now, you will know that I am giving you basically a complete facial at home. I'm showing you how you can take care of your entire face by I gave you a skin tightening mask. I already gave you a facial oil. I gave you a facial scrub. Now I'm going to show you how you can get rid of spots and blemishes on your skin by using this amazing facial mask. Now, we're going to be using aloe vera gel in this, and thank you, Cynthia Wallace, for contributing some funds to our live chat. We're going to use aloe vera gel, and for this one you can go ahead and you can use the fresh aloe vera gel. I like the fresh aloe vera gel for this recipe. You're going to extract your aloe vera gel from the aloe vera. If you don't know how to do that, watch one of my videos where I'm using aloe vera gel, and you'll see how I extract the gel. However, if you don't have fresh, you can use the store-bought. It's just that I love the fresh for this recipe. Now you're going to use 2 tablespoons of fresh aloe vera gel. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of the good old yogurt. And yogurt contains lactic acid, but it will also help to brighten the skin. It will help to clean the pores out. If you have large pores, it will help to shrink them by clearing the skin. And it's also good for acne-prone skin, acne scars, old scars. And we're also going to use one of my favorite ingredients in this, and this is papaya. Now, I know some of you don't have papaya, but if you have avocado, you can replace the papaya with some avocado for this recipe. So 2 tablespoons of aloe vera gel, 2 tablespoons of yogurt, 3 tablespoons of whether papaya or avocado, and you're gonna crush this, guys. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna put that in a blender and you're just gonna blend. That is just amazing, guys. Yogurt, avocado, and aloe vera gel. Really, really amazing. Now, for my vegan subscribers out there, you are gonna omit the yogurt and you're gonna use a little bit of a soy milk. Not 3 tablespoons, but about a tablespoon of soy milk instead of the yogurt in this recipe. Guys, if you have not tried this recipe before, you need to try it. It is good. Whether you use papaya or whether you use the avocado, works like a charm. If you have somewhere to go to, like you have a reunion, you have some, somewhere where people haven't seen you for a while, and you want a face to get this nice appearance really, really quick, this one is for you. Just give it time though. Give yourself an hour, 30 minutes for it to sit on your skin. When you rinse that off, exfoliate your skin before, and then apply this mask, rinse off. Your skin just looks so fresh, like so fresh. And if you use this mask on a regular, that is how it's going to get rid of the dark spots and blemishes on the skin. Really love this mask, guys. And you can, mix and match and twist it up and make it your own. Welcome. If you're just joining, we're talking about facials and testing satisfying skincare that really works on your skin, which are all natural. Now, Jill, all of your recipe get the job done. Thank you so much for that. Grace, you're amazing. Thank you, and thank you. Daba, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. And then let's see who else. Jason, I bought carrot seed oil. It smells a lot, but I wish it could help me for my dark spot. Jason, by now you should know how to make a good dark spot remedy. Okay, you got to use it, use it, use it. And I have this recipe that I just shared is a facial mask. However, I'm gonna give you a special recipe. I need to reply to your email anyway, Jason. So I think I'm gonna be doing that this week since I was out last week, like really wasn't feeling well at all. All right, guys. So now we are moving on, and we're moving on to dark circles. And this is a lot of you favorite topic. Like a lot of people just love the, hearing about getting rid of dark circles and eye bags and puffy eyes. And I am going to give you a recipe. And if you are an oldies but goodies, you know what the main ingredient in this recipe is going to be, because I personally had dark under eye circles, like severe dark under eye circles. And this is one recipe and one ingredient that I tend to use and see amazing result. So for our dark circle remedy, we are going to be using parsley, of course. For some people who normally ask about parsley, parsley, I'm trying to remember, coriander. If you do not have parsley, you can substitute it with coriander. Now, how do we make this eye remedy? What we're going to do, we're going to take a bunch of parsley leaves, and you don't have to chop it. If you have a powerful blender, just put it in the blender. We're going to add a little bit of a water to this, round about 2 tablespoons of water to get it push start, and you're going to blend that parsley leaf. Now, parsley leaf is not going to give you a lot of juice, guys. It is not going to give you a lot of juice, and that's why we're adding water to it. However, guys, there's an old way of getting the juice from the parsley, and I tend to like to do it like that before I blend. You can actually put the parsley leaves in, let's say, a cheesecloth, and you can actually pound on it. If you want like direct juice without blending, for those of you who don't have a blender, this is the trick. You pounding it with something heavy, like you're like when you're trying to tenderize meat, and then you're gonna just squeeze it like that. Just squeeze, and you'll get the juice without adding water. Really, really works. It's just that you got to put the work in to pound on it. Now, when you get your parsley juice, whether you blend it with a little extra water or you pound on it and get the fresh parsley juice, what you're going to add to that is some aloe vera gel. And for this recipe, you can also use fresh aloe vera gel, or you can use the store-bought aloe vera gel. You're going to mix the two together, and then you're going to add a little bit of a rosehip oil. Now, you do not have to use rosehip oil if you don't have it. You can use any of your special oil, carrot seed oil, cacao oil, squalene oil, jojoba oil, what other oil I'm missing. Any of those oil you can actually use for your oil in this recipe. So 2 tablespoons parsley juice, 1 teaspoon aloe vera gel, a half a teaspoon of your favorite oil. You're going to mix that all together, and once that is done, you're going to dab it under your eyes. I made a recipe. I like to use those little iPads, guys. Someone asked me recently, like, why do you use the iPad? Couldn't you just apply it, you know, with your hands under your eyes? Yes, you can, but whenever I use the iPad, I feel like it sits on my eyes longer. Like it's soaked, so it stayed there longer. You can make your little iPads out of even a towel, even tissue, just soak it up and put it on the there. Because when you tap it on like that, I don't feel like you get enough. So make a little square, soak it up, and put it over your eyes, and make sure it comes all the way up here where the crow's feet is, because it's not only going to get rid of dark under eye circles, but it's also going to get rid of the fine lines and wrinkles. For this recipe, guys, you can also choose to add a little bit of a cucumber juice, especially if you have puffy eyes and eye bags. Works like a charm, guys. One of my favorite ingredient to use for my dark under eyes circles. If you have any question, guys, go ahead and ask. We are waiting to take some questions. And if you're watching and you have not yet thumbs the video up, just go ahead and give the video a thumbs up to show your support. Maya, Chichi, can you give us a tip for the body as well? Now, guys, the honest truth is, if you notice, I don't talk much about the lower body because, you know, of censorship. I used to do a lot of those, and, you know, when the system changed and YouTube changed a lot of things, what happened is that those kind of videos are not so friendly to the system. So we try not to make as much, but I'm finding a way to share more videos on, you know, from the neck down. So definitely look out for some of those videos. But a lot of these facial scrub, that like facial scrub I just gave, you can actually double up on the ingredient and make a full body scrub out of it. And if you have like acne on your back acne, or if you're just looking for a good scrub, you can just double up and use these things on your back. And dark armpit, we have some recipe for those. I don't make much of those videos anymore, but I'll figure out a way how to make it to bring the message across once you guys are not all bent set on demonstration. Okay? All right. Keisha, how are you? You're late, better late than never. All right, guys. So we are moving on. Let's see if there's another question I could take on my end. Unbreakable, Chichi and Lucy, what do you do first? Facial mask, then you do the steam, or is it the other way around? If possible, can you give the order of what to apply first, starting from washing your face? This is actually a very, very good question. And the reason for that is that it can actually go both ways. However, I suggest that you steam your face before. And the reason why you steam your face before is that it opens the pores. And when the pores are open, then you can go in and you can actually do your facial scrub to get rid of all of what, you know, is in the pores. And then you can actually steam your face a second time. So you can do it first and then you can do it after. However, I would suggest that you steam first. You can also steam your face while you are applying your facial scrub, okay? Now, when it comes on to your beauty products, the first thing you're going to do once you wash your face, you wash your face, okay. If you're doing a full facial, you do your facial steam, then you do your facial scrub, and then you do your facial mask. After that, once your face is dry, you're going to apply your facial toner. After your toner, you're going to apply a facial serum. After the facial serum, then you're going to add your facial moisturizer. And if you're using a facial oil, then that's the last thing you're going to apply on your skin. The oil is heavier, so it's going to penetrate everything else that is there. All right, so let's move on. All right, guys, we are at number 6. And number 6, we're going to be taking care of our neck. Yes, it's important to take care of the neck. You don't only do the face, but you also do the neck. Now, the oil that I shared earlier for your face, you're also going to use that oil on your neck. But here is a good neck tightening mask, guys. That's not only good for the neck, but also for the jawline and your sagging chin, okay? It's 1 tablespoon of Fuller's Earth. However, if you do not have Fuller's Earth, you can use any form of a clay for this recipe. If you have no form of a clay, a good substitute is the good old rice cream that we just talked about earlier on in the show. Now you're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. The Fuller's Earth is very absorbent, so definitely 2 tablespoons, even though we're using only 1 tablespoon of Fuller's Earth, because it's just going to soak it up really, really fast. And we're going to use a teaspoon of rose water in this. Now, this recipe, you can choose to use rose water, or you can choose to use green tea, or you can choose to use coffee. Okay, you can use any of the anti-wrinkle ingredients that, I normally use. Blend that up, and then you're going to apply it on your neck like a cast. And I have a few videos showing you, different kinds of neck masks and how to apply it. So you apply it in upward strokes, and you're going to leave that on your neck. Make sure it comes all the way up here, almost covering your chin. So from your neck, décolleté, all the way up to your chin. And then you're going to leave it for 30 minutes. You're going to rinse that off. And guess what? Apply the neck on décolleté oil, or the oil for your face that I just shared. Do that 2 times a week. And before you know it, not only will your skin feel tight, and do the neck massage also, guys. So use that facial mask, rinse it off, and when you're applying your oil on it or your moisturizer, you just massage your neck up, down. And, if you want to see a neck mask massage, then check out one of my older videos. And guys, that also take care of the neck. I'm watching the time, so I'm rushing on. Now, we already complete 6 recipe, guys. So now I'm moving. Now, if you're just joining, not to worry. You miss all the recipes and all of that. You can actually send to chichibeauty@gmail.com, and you can get all the recipes for this show. So email me for the recipe. In the subject, please put recipes so I know to open the email. All right, guys, we're moving on to a quick and easy recipe for oily skin. We're going to use some oatmeal, we're going to use some tomato, and we're going to use some rose water. If you're out there and you have oily skin and you're looking for a quick and easy way to control the oil on your skin, sorry guys, you can try this facial mask. However, guys, in spite of the fact that you have oily skin, you still need to fool your skin by using oil on your skin. However, you're going to use a lighter oil. A few good oils. Let me give you 3 oils that is good for oily skin. The first one I'm going to give you is grapeseed oil, and the reason for that, it is a very, very light oil. You can also choose to use some almond oil on your oily skin. And the third oil that you can use on your skin is some sesame seed oil. All of these oils are very light and good for oily skin. Now let's get back to the recipe. For the recipe, we are using 3 tablespoons of oatmeal. We're using 1 small tomato, around about a half of that tomato. You're going to chop it up, you're going to blend it, and you're going to use the tomato juice in this recipe. So you're going to blend the oatmeal. After you blend it to a powder, you're going to add about 3 tablespoons of the tomato juice to the oatmeal. Then you're going to add some rose water, which is about a teaspoon of rose water. Blend all of that and use that to wash your face. So you're going to basically wash your face with that mixture. So don't make it too stiff. If it needs a little more liquid, add a little more liquid to it. Exfoliate your face like you're washing your face, and take it down on your neck. Use that 2 to 3 times per week, and before you know it, It's going to control all of that oiliness that is going on your skin. Works like a charm since the oatmeal is very absorbent. Alistair, glad to know that you are okay now and looking beautiful. Thank you so much for that, my Auntie Enid. Ingrid, hi Chichi, happy Sunday. I'm just running in. Thank you for coming. Better late than never. Abina T, love you right back, Abina. And let's see who is here. We'll take Ingrid Reynolds. I just read that. If you're watching and you want me to give you a shout out, now is the time to type. Also, if you have not yet thumbs the video up, when you thumbs the video up, that's how you show that you're supporting the channel and that you like the channel. So if you have not yet done that, look below, you're going to see the little thumbs up. Click on it to share your support for the channel. And if you have a question, you want to get it in, now is the right time to get your question in. Abi Normac, how do you get rid of blackhead? The facial scrub that I gave is a good facial scrub for blackhead. Steam your face. The easiest way to get rid of the blackhead is to steam the face first, and then you use a facial scrub. Whether you're going to use a store-bought or you're going to use one of mine, it's really works. Steam the face, and if you don't have a facial steamer, you all know the old trick to steam your face by just put in a pot of hot water, cover your head with a towel, stay over it for about 3 minutes or so, and then you go and exfoliate your face. If you steam your face at least twice per week and exfoliate, in no time, you're going to notice that bye-bye blackheads, bye-bye-bye. What happened is that blackhead is clogged pores, and grease and dirt and dead skin cells tend to clog the pores. And when the pores are clogged and you don't do anything about it, it stays there, and the grease and dirt tend to get dry, and that's what causes blackhead. In order for you to get it out, you need to open the pores. So that's how you're going to steam the face. When you steam the face, the pores are open, but the blackheads still sit there. So to get rid of the blackhead, you exfoliate the face by rubbing that scrub in circular motion, and that's how you clean your face. And if you practice to just exfoliate and steam your face, especially guys, for those of you who have a lot of blackheads and whiteheads and large pores, if you practice to steam your face and exfoliate your face on a regular, you'd be blown away of how fast you get rid of blackheads and also whitehead and large pores. Now we're going to give you a recipe for dry skin really fast. And the recipe, we're going to be using avocado. Now, I like avocado. Avocado have this natural fat. It's natural omega-3, making it a great fruit for dry skin. But not only that, guys, avocado also contains all the electrolytes, so it's great for anti-aging skincare. So use up that avocado, and if you don't have the avocado, get some avocado oil. It is like you're going to start to see a lot of your skincare products now contain avocado oil, guys. So be prepared for that. So definitely use the avocado. So we're using avocado for dry skin, and we're going to be using a tablespoon of crushed or puree avocado. So just chop the avocado, blend it or crush it, and get a tablespoon. You're going to use in it either milk or yogurt. So mix the avocado with milk and yogurt, and you can choose to add another liquid to this. You can choose to add a little bit of a rose water, or you can choose to add some aloe vera gel. And for this one, you can use fresh aloe vera gel. Blend all of that up and rub it on your face like you are washing your face with it. So you basically wash your face with it, but don't rinse off. Just leave it on your face for another 10-15 minutes, and then you rinse off. Work like a charm for dry skin. If you don't believe me, just try it and come back next week and tell me what you think. So we have completed like round about 9 recipes, guys. And if you miss all the recipes, not to worry. You can send at chichibeauty@gmail.com for the recipe. So now, guys, we are going to take some questions. So if you have any question for me, now is the time to ask the question. And if you're just joining and you feel like, you want me to give you a shout out, your first time watching, comment. That is how you support the channel. So question and answer time, anything to do with skincare, go ahead. If you want, not clear on something, ask. Shirley Jones, any recommendation for dark skin and cheeks? Yes, definitely. That's like sunburn. Anything with aloe vera gel is good for it. Whether you're going to use store-bought or you're going to use fresh aloe vera gel on your skin. Jackie Ma'am, Chichi, very informative as usual. Thank you. LRM Click. Hello, Lurbet. How are you? Hello, everyone. Just joining. Happy Sunday, and all who are here, welcome. We have Shikila. I think that's how it pronounced. Prasad. I love your facial mask. Thank you for that. Cynthia Wallace. Thanks again. Chichi, very interested. Thank you so much for that. Abby Noor. Good call, Lucy. What was that? Sorry for so many please, Lucy. Everybody understand that you're working so fast. Sometimes I don't even know how you do it so fast. Fala, can you please resend the email? Okay, definitely will do. Ingrid, welcome. All right, guys. So seems that no one have any question for me. Wendy, Maxine, how often should I use my oil mixture? Only at night? No, you can use your oil mixture in the daytime. You use more at night and less in the day. And if you use makeup on your face, then you know you're going to use just like one drop and make sure to massage it in the skin. But most of the oil mixtures are good for AM and PM. Okay. Ingrid, I have dark under eyes, nothing works. Now, sometimes when you try everything for your dark under eyes and nothing works, I would suggest that you check your diet, because sometimes that have a lot to do with it. It could also be hereditary. So just trace your genes and all of that and check your diet, switch it up a little bit and see what happens. Try to, incorporate more dark leaf vegetables and more like yellow vegetables like pumpkin and carrots and stuff, the light in your diet, along with doing the topical stuff to your dark under eyes and see what happens. Regula, hi Chichi, how are you? I have laugh lines. Please mention some remedies. Anything with clay is good. Anything with egg white, anything with rice cream is gonna help with laugh lines. And I have several videos. If you go on my channel or even the video I post today and you go under the link, you're gonna see a playlist, and the playlist contains videos that are geared towards getting rid of laugh lines. Patricia Johnson, I made your foot cream and use it on my husband too. Great products, thank you. And that's foot cream is actually the foot cream that I personally use on my feet, guys. Mine. I use that especially when the winter comes around and my feet get really, really dry. It really, really helps. So that's my actually homemade foot cream for myself that I shared. If you have not seen that video, you could go on the channel page, check it out. It's there. Pretty easy to make. TTT for the facial scrub recipe, you said milk or water. Do you mean rose water? You can actually use rose water, but you can use just plain old milk, plain old water, or you can use rose water in it, okay? And some people don't really have like the rose water and all of that, and they don't need to be left out, so I got to let them know they could use water in it also. All right, so Lebert, giving my endorsement to aloe vera for smoothing the skin overall. Also really good for treating different types of burn, including sunburn, etc. And that is so true. And Jackie Mom, sulfuric enzyme anytime. Oh yes, guys. If you don't know the whole story about that, well, go and watch the video where I shared how to make the sulfur remedy for both acne and eczema. All right, guys. LRM, can you make your own rose water? Yes, you can make your own rose water. However, you cannot go to the flower store and buy the roses because those are sprayed. But if you have your own three rose garden at home, free from all kind of pesticide and all of that, you can actually go. You can wait for the rose petal to dry, or you can use a fresh rose petal. What you're going to do, you're going to put some water on, let it come to a complete boil, and then you pour the rose petal in, turn the stove off right away, cover it, leave it there for, you know, a couple of hours, 10 hours or more. Then you strain that off and you keep that in your refrigerator. Now that does not have a long shelf life. So what you can do, you could add a little bit of vitamin E to it. You can even freeze it and take it out to use it whenever you are ready to use. That's how you get your own fresh rose water. Definitely works even better than the store-bought. All right, so we are moving. Shai Jones, what do you recommend for frown lines between the brows? Massage. I recommend massaging right here. This is pretty easy. Look at what I'm doing. You have that. It's so easy to do. Spend 3 minutes every day and just do that. Your thumb right here, put it right here, rest it. Not too much pressure, but pressure enough for you to feel it. Take it up and around, all the way over your brows, up and around, all the way over your brows. Repeat that at least 20 times. That's going to take you about 3 minutes. Do it every day and come back a couple of weeks from now and tell us what is going on with your brow. I'm sure you're going to have good news for us. All right, guys, so that's my time today, guys. My time is up. If you're just joining, you missed all the recipes, not to worry. You can watch over the video or you can send for the recipe at chichibeauty@gmail.com. We also have a workshop, guys. If you're interested in learning more about YouTube, how to start your channel, how to earn a living from YouTube, the ins and out, the do and don'ts, we have a workshop and the link is below. We also have a virtual meet and greet. Everyone know what is going on, so we don't have, we cannot go out there and meet and greet and hug and kiss you all, which we would love to. So we're doing it virtually. And if you want to be a part of that, the link is in the description box below. Just click on the link so you can get your ticket. On the virtual, you get to ask questions, and there's a fee. I think it's something like $5 or something like that, very cheap. And I also have a discount code. I'm not sure if I listed the link below, but if not, I'll put the link where you could get a discount. And you could take virtual pictures, and we have picture frames and stuff like that. So you get to ask some personal questions. You get to talk to me face to face. Get to talk to the other, and I get to see you guys and see what some of you look like behind your name. So really, really interested meet and greet. So if you want to be a part of that, the link is in the description below. We're also going to be having a class very soon, teaching you guys the different oils and stuff like that, essential oils. And people who are interested in learning and knowing what each essential oil is good for, terms of whether it calm your nerves and all of these kind of things. A class is coming up, but we have not yet posted the link to that class. But definitely for the workshop and the meet and greet, the link is in the description box below. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I try to change it up a little bit because I know I see a great response when I actually give live recipe. I notice you guys like that a lot. So that's the reason for giving you all these amazing recipes today. Now, the truth about all these recipes, guys, is they are some of my favorite to use on my skin personally. And that's why I would save these for the show. Any one of these recipes, guys, you are all watching that you would like me to do a live video, not a live video, a video for the channel page, then you can actually, because some people like to see the demonstration, you can actually let me know by commenting under the video. But if not, just take your recipe. You already know what to do because the recipe is in full details. So send for the recipe at chichibeauty@gmail.com. So I guess I'm trying to see if I have any other announcement. Okay, my members, you're going to be hearing from me this week. We have something planning for you guys, for being so faithful and understanding, for what is going on, me not reaching out as I should. And also for you, Lucy, definitely will be reaching out to you this week. So I guess that's the announcement and the workshop. Thank you all for watching, guys. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And please remember, guys, that, everyone needs to look their best at all times. And it's nothing to do with being vain, but people are living longer, and you need to look good so you could, boost your self-esteem. And not only that, you can actually, boost your heart rate and all of that. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you're much happier. So definitely skincare is, the way to go to help you along your aging journey. Thank you all, and I'll see you next week, 4:30 Eastern Standard, for another in our series, Sunday Chit Chat with Chichi Beauty. Bye, guys. If you missed the videos, all the videos for last week, guys, if you have not watched them, go and watch the videos. Also, share them on your social media. Comment, and that's how you really support the channel. Love you guys. Be good to yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.